The images you're about to see are real photographs taken on the streets of New York City throughout the 1970s. They were carefully selected, restored, and animated using the most advanced tools available today, so you can experience this city not just as a memory, but as something alive. New York in the 70s was not the city you see in travel magazines. It was raw, loud, and at times brutal. The city was broke, literally. By the mid-70s, New York was on the edge of bankruptcy, and the federal government famously refused to bail it out. A famous newspaper headline summed it up perfectly: "Ford to city, drop dead." But that financial collapse had a strange side effect. Rent was cheap, and when rent is cheap, artists move in. Manhattan, especially neighborhoods like Soho, the Lower East Side, and the West Village, became a magnet for painters, musicians, writers, and filmmakers who couldn't afford to live anywhere else. The city was falling apart, and somehow, that made it one of the most creative places on Earth. The subway was covered in graffiti from top to bottom. Not just tags, full murals, wild-style pieces, entire cars painted overnight. The city hated it. The kids doing it didn't care. Today, some of those same artists sell work for millions. Central Park, which today feels like a well-managed retreat, was something entirely different back then. After dark, it belonged to nobody, or maybe to everybody, depending on how you look at it. Times Square was not a tourist destination. It was gritty, dangerous, and alive in a way that made people uncomfortable. And yet, people loved this city. Not despite the chaos, but because of it. There was an energy on those streets that's hard to explain if you weren't there. These photographs capture fragments of that energy: a face on a corner, a storefront, a street vendor, a cop on the beat. Ordinary moments that, decades later, feel anything but ordinary. What you're watching is not a reconstruction. These are real moments, frozen in time by real photographers, some known, most forgotten, who pointed a camera at the city and pressed the shutter. We brought those moments back to life so you could see what they saw. New York in the 70s was not for everyone, but for those who lived it, or those who wish they had, there was nothing else like it in the world.
now. That's what I call a mirror finish.
A mirror finish? You outdone yourself this time, Chico.
Looking good.
For some action tonight.
He said he'd be here 10 minutes ago.
Oh,
Maybe the traffic's bad because of the rain.
I'm telling you, that's exactly how it happened. No way, man. You always exaggerate.
So I told him we should just meet up later instead.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's too crowded right now anyway.